So recently, I have realized that I'm a very busy lady. And I want to make a Halloween costume, but I'm a busy lady. So I need a little bit of help. And I'm getting help with the sponsor of today's video, which is Fiverr. And they have partnered up with me to start the beginning of my project. You guys want to know what I want to be for Halloween? I want to be Barbie. And I don't want to just be any Barbie. I want to be Beach Barbie. And if we look at Beach Barbie, she's got a very intricate beach outfit, and I'm not gonna doubt my skills that I can't, recreate this dress here, but I thought, hey, work smarter, not harder. I bet there's someone else out there that can do it better. So that is when I found a professional pattern maker on Fiverr and got her to make a pattern for this dress right here. Yeah, and she also made it in 2 days. No, 1 day? It was something astonishing. So I printed out my pattern. I just need to cut it out, tape it together, and then sew it. Then I'm Barbie. So let's tape this pattern together. So while Jenna's cutting that out, let me talk to you a little bit about today's sponsor, Fiverr. If you haven't heard of Fiverr before, Fiverr connects you with freelancers and their digital services, such as website making, video editing, pattern making, pattern testing, pretty much anything you can think of, it is on there. In the past, I've used Fiverr for animations for my videos, but recently I was able to try out a professional pattern maker. This was my first time using Fiverr for this, and it was really exciting because all I had to do was show her the inspiration of what I wanted to create, and she made the pattern. I even gave her my measurements so the pattern would fit me perfect. So I ended up getting 2 deliverables from the freelancer I hired. I ended up getting the pattern I'm making today and this amazing sketch of what I'm creating. To see all the services available to you, head to fvrr.co/JennaPhipps and use my code JennaPhipps at checkout to get 10% off. So the pattern is cut, and I forgot to mention, this dress is actually a dress/skirt, where this wraps around over top, but underneath, shorts. Like, this is an intricate pattern. I cut my finger. So, I realized this before, but it's not until I cut all the pieces out I realized this is actually a bigger problem than I kind of anticipated. I bought the wrong fabric for this project. Not the pattern, like the pattern, pretty good. I bought a stretch fabric when I really should have bought a woven. And I don't know, that might not make sense to everyone, but pretty much I needed something structured because it's gonna be kind of fitted, this dress. And if I have a stretch, it's just gonna look huge. It just stretches out way too easily. So I can't get new fabric. That's the other question. So I have been experimenting with interfacing, because this is how you make fabric stiff. So I have a few options here, and luckily out of the 4 options I have, one of them is gonna work. So this is the fabric without interfacing. I know, this fabric looks like you should make pajamas out of it. I know. This is the fabric with interfacing. No stretch at all. It's fixed. So definitely gonna spend more money than I needed to on this fabric, but again, I probably was gonna put interfacing on the bodice anyways, but now instead, I'm just putting it on the whole thing. So I just got back from the fabric store because I ran out of interfacing last night because I wasn't anticipating to, interface my whole outfit, but I got more, 3 more meters. I'm not gonna use interfacing on the whole thing, just the structured pieces here, and then the skirt, the shorts, they can be flowy and stretchy. I just went on a roller coaster of things that happened with this. Well, not really, kinda. I ended up ironing on all the interfacing, which was working out great, but then I used the wrong marker to trace out the interfacing. And then when I ironed it on, it bled everywhere on my fabric. So then I had to recut out the fabric. Luckily, I ordered a lot of extras, so I was fine. And then redo it all. But now, all the fabric and everything's ready to actually be sewn. Okay, to be honest, I don't really know what to do first. I didn't ask for step-by-step instructions because I thought, hey, I know how to sew a dress, but this one's a little bit more complicated. Like there's shorts and a skirt that wraps around, there's a heart in the back. Apparently there's a zipper somewhere. On the side, this bodice needs to be sewn. First task. Hey. This is like very good. So I've been a busy lady today, but I'm back. I am working on the straps now, which honestly been a struggle. Straps have never been my favorite, still will never be my favorite. I had 4 straps, but as you can see, I only have 3 now because the first one I sewed and then I tried to flip it, but unfortunately that was not successful, so that is in the garbage now. But I did find another way because first it wasn't turning. I'm not gonna get into the whole story, but it was not turning. So I decided that I'm just gonna iron them flat like this and then sew them on top, and that's going to get my straps because with my interfacing, I just can't turn them. It's just not gonna happen today. At this point, messing up my pattern 3 times now. I just have a cutting station and an ironing station because I know it's probably not the last piece I'm gonna cut out and iron. I'm just gonna sew the straps along that long. Morning! I just love how it's taken me 3 days to actually get to the part where we're sewing today. And personally, I'm a goal in life type of person where I like to set goals for each day, and today's goal in life, finish. Maybe that's not realistic. Almost finish. Still might not be that realistic. 50% done. We get any more done, we're overachieving over here. There is a little baby liner for the inside of the dress, otherwise it's not really lined. It's a costume. We don't really need it, you know, ball gown. What's that word? Craftsmanship. We need it Halloween craftsmanship, you know, there's a difference there. So I think we got to do the little baby liner because I did sew the front and back together. I know, so exciting. This could have been better. Lining is pinned. The heart is pinned as well, which I have never sewn a heart shape or a star shape or any type of shape in a piece of clothing before with like a whole cutout. So I'm just kind of guessing here that when I sew it, I can flip it and it will just start doing some like back handsprings, back flips, and you know, it'll put on a show. It'll work out. I don't know though. We're just doing some education guessing over here. Okay, now before I flip anything, I just fed the strap through the back here. Not bad, not perfect. Definitely not perfect, but not bad. I could probably actually sew it a little bit more to make it nicer, you know, smoother. Like it's not ironed or pressed, so it can be better, but not bad. So I'm gonna try to do, you know, the back flip with this, but if I flip it, I do not wanna unflip it, so I'm preparing it now where I'm trimming all the edges here, and I'm also doing little snips, you know, because on curves you wanna do like little snips in order for it to lay flat and it doesn't get like bunched and rolled up. So the goal is to pull this through this skinny part here all the way through, and then this should turn it inside right out, right side out. I don't want to rip it, but it's so thick. It's working. I'm a genius. Now, will this look like a heart once I iron it? That's a totally different topic. Can you tell I'm a little happy right now? I'm a little happy right now because look at this heart. Just look at this. Also, this. I'm still a little out of breath from that little spurt of energy. I got like the zoomies. If you don't know what zoomies are, it's pretty much when a dog gets really excited and they just like start sprinting really, really fast. Zoomies. So, slight change. Benson's trying to hump Jack's face. You guys are up here. I want it down here. Okay. This is what the top looks like in the front, which I did have to change a bit. I ended up having to use all 4 straps. The pattern designer, or yeah, maker, she was right. We need 4 of these. Just a disclaimer, last time I sewed a zipper on, I sewed it on wrong 3 times. Look at this zipper. Ready? Beautiful. Look at that. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. The only issue now is I'm starting to focus on hemming and the other details of the dress to kind of complete it. And the hemming, yeah. This fabric can't hem it. It's stretchy. I cannot do the perfect corners here. Like if I go just to hem it regularly and fold it over and then sew over top, it's gonna look like a trash bag. Might as well just cut it straight and hem it that way. That will look better. So in order to keep this kind of bubble appearance, I'm gonna try something new. Interfacing. We're adding more interfacing. Come down here. I'm going to put it on top like that. There. Okay, I drew a little map around here. I'm just gonna cut it now. And then trim even more. Okay, this is what the back looks like now. Way better, way better, way better. Like look how this just sits now. It actually has a nice curve and structured. This is gonna look beautiful. Next, band. Beautiful belt. So I pinned it on and it goes right to the end right here. There's no overlap where they're supposed to connect. So I think what I'm supposed to do is make the bow and then add clips so they clip on each side of the bow. Okay, I finished the bows. I ended up making 2. This is the front one, and then here is the big boy. Ta-da! So this one goes in the back, and this one's kind of like the front little side bow. But yeah, I just spent like 3 hours doing those, but they're done. Next, I need to figure out how they're gonna go on here because they're very thick, and I don't think I can put them through my sewing machine, so I think I'm gonna have to hand sew them. I got it sewed on. I was gonna sew all the way around, but then I was like, why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. So I just sewed a couple straight lines along it to hold it in place. And then I went ahead and I just pinned the bottom back of the bow because this is what's gonna connect them together, the two sides here, because it needs to flap open. We need to see my butt cheeks. Not actually my butt cheeks. We need to see the back of my shorts, but you know, same thing. I'm just gonna sew this one side here, and then to connect it to this other side, to close it, button. That's the other side of the button. Also, I don't really care if this looks pretty because the big bow, this guy is gonna hide it. Okay, I'm gonna hand sew. I just finished sewing the buttons on, and I realized that this one, I sewed on the wrong side. It's supposed to be on this side, and then this one, inside out. I sewed them both on completely wrong. It's like the zipper situation all over again. Good news, second time's the charm. Got it. So I don't know if you can notice, but I carved a pumpkin last night. Do you guys want to see it? Can you guess who it is? Who is it? Who is it? You know. It's a long yellow head. It's Bert. Yeah, anyways, I found this. I searched a long time at the pumpkin patch to find, you know, a cool pumpkin. And I found this long, tall, yellow one, which obviously had to be Bert. Like, what else? It couldn't be anything else. It had to be Bert. That's what I did yesterday. I still haven't taken the pumpkin stuff out. Honestly, it kind of smells good. Anyways, I guess update with the Barbie costume. Bow 1 is done, and bow 2 is done. So that means the full dress fit, done. I'm not gonna show you yet because I wanna make the shorts and obviously give you guys the grand reveal, but the hardest part of the outfit, done. So now, I have made shorts and pants, like easy, stretchy ones in the past, like really quickly. So I think I can pump out these little booty shorts in an hour. So first thing, because they're stretchy, I think I just sew the front to the front and the back to the back first. My 2 sewing machines blew a breaker. Okay, next, side of the shorts. So next, it's this crotch in the middle, because right now all we have is a skirt, and usually when you do it with pants, like, you know, long legs, it's more of a magic trick when you finish it, but not so much with this one. Got it hemmed all the way around, so now we just sew the crotch together and then the waist. Then done. These are really good, these shorts. 10 out of 10 so far. So for the waist of the shorts, I am just using some basic gold boxer short elastic. But first we actually need to sew the hem here. Now we sew the band. So to feed an elastic through a waistband now. This is what my grade 8 sewing teacher taught me, and I've been using it ever since, where you take a big safety pin. You feed it through the end of your elastic, you tuck it through the hole you left open, then you have these two on the end, slap them together, pull it through, and then the elastics. I'll show you though. Okay, this is how I sew the elastic together. My absolute favorite part of putting elastic in is this part right here. Did it go in? For some reason it hasn't been as satisfying as it used to be. Okay, last and final step before I can show you guys the dress. I just need to sew the butthole closed, aka where the elastic went in, that part, and it's right by your, okay. Let me show you the outfit now. I'm only gonna show you guys if you guys do yeehaw on 1, 2, 3, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, yeehaw. Okay, I'll show you guys. Okay, this is the front, which I know, incredible, Jenna. This is probably the best thing you've ever created in your life, but wait till you see the back. Can we see the back? I know I can't see the back, but do you guys see the heart, the huge bow, the little wavy where it opens up to my butt, but then I got shorts on, like. This is the most incredible thing I have ever made in my lifetime. Hands down. And honestly, my apartment doesn't have great lighting right now, so let's go somewhere where it has better lighting to show you guys the full, you know, fit. Thanks again to Fiverr for sponsoring this video. Check out fvrr.co/JennaPhipps to see the services available and get 10% off with code JennaPhipps.